Whoever that saxophone was getting down, man.
Yeah, he's getting it.
He was getting it. That's why they pay him the big bucks to be played on our stream. We are so excited here. We've got Febrii, we've got Bomb King, we've got good vibes. A lot of things coming in forward for this next setup, and it's going to be an interesting one, Nick. We're going to the other side of the bracket. So far, we've got one person in the finals, but we're looking for another.
At the top side of the bracket, Febrii versus Beacon, two very good Challenger Cup teams. Febrii actually being the top dog in that situation, earning their spot there in the gauntlet, was able to actually take out the bottom seeded Champion Circuit team in NA, that is Fake Out, before being taken down by the third seed. So they've shown that they are at least Champion Circuit caliber.
That's right.
Heading into this open bracket will be very interesting to see how they're able to play. Surfing Beach Band now, yes!
Wow. So we will see potentially something else here than these Temple Ruin variants. In fact, we guarantee to see that since it's going to go 3 games either way. Timbermill also banned out, and Jaguar Falls will be where the boys decide to start this deadly battle.
And so heading into the champion draft here, a couple of key picks to look out for. Obviously, Evulli's Bomb King.
That's true.
Who has the first pick? It is Febrii. Do they dare first pick the Bomb King?
Well, yes.
Do it.
Do it,
Evulli.
Do it.
You're scared.
Do it. You won't.
Likely to be Fernando.
Oh, you baby. Come on. I guess they feel that Bomb King's really... No, the truth is behind that, Bomb King's rarely going to be a highly contested pick.
Yeah.
Unless the team is very aware of how good you are with it, and they have someone who could play it as well. We saw kind of that matchup falter there with AGG, right? And they were able to pick it up with Rovenick, and so he knew he was able to take that Bomb King before Febrii. But we saw it when he played teams that just didn't have it in their lineup. He just was able to get it for free, even 5th pick. They were able to pick that up.
Cassie Androx is going to be the answer from Beacon. Androx, I don't think we saw him but one game in that first series there. So not a very highly contested pick on the day. Victor Makoa, though, going to be the answer for Febrii here. No healers picked up yet. Barrick still the only kind of viable frontliner still on the table for Beacon, but they will elect to go for EB Maldamba.
At this point, they leave themselves in a very potentially awkward position, because if Barrick does get selected, they could be a little screwed. Evulli, we know he's enough to win a team fight on his own. And with the type of zoning he's able to pull off, Barrick, they let it through. This could be Beacon strategy faltering, or it could be something that they picked up from the other day, Nick. We're going to see Ruckus in the game, the frontliner coming through. No Ying. They'll be Maldamba Ruckusing today. And man, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. I got to say, he better have something up his sleeve, because
predicting Wrecker.
Because if Evulli buys Wrecker, GG, right? I mean, it's got to be very, very hard for him to keep up, but they're going to need the cauterizers as well. Yeah. So they're going to not be able to fully invest in one of those cards, since Ruckus can heal and he has a lot of shielding, and of course Maldamba will be there in the background.
So susceptible to Haven, I feel like. Beacon's lineup is Evulli. Going to be on the Bomb King, the big blaster boy for Febrii. Supersully on Makoa, Vex 30 on Barrick, Madman on Fernando, PowTecH on Victor. Already picking up the Cauterize for Beacon, though. We're seeing Appoe on the Cassie, Revie on Maldamba, Gamble on Androx. 3 records already coming out, worth noting. SnakeySnake going to be on Evie, and AllMenMustServe is going to be playing that Ruckus.
So Ruckus is obviously the big kind of conversation here. Jolt has been picked up, and this is already going to be just fantastic. Ruckus wants to get on the point, but he doesn't have a lot of mobility, and that is going to be a problem if Evulli is able to have the Jolt on there being into effect. Of course, you are looking at a pause right now between the teams. They have finally gotten out of that, and it looks like they will be progressing into the game per usual. But talking about Jolt, Nick, how's that going to impact potentially Ruckus's hopes and dreams?
Actually, a lot.
Staying on the point.
He is gonna. It's the rock of their team, the foundation. As this Ruckus moves closer to the point, and then Evulli is gonna send him sky high, blasting him away off the point. Really just maybe making Maldamba even miss his heal is what we're talking about right now. Grumpy Bob, oh, the hook is going to be so devastating here.
Maldamba.
They are going to have a tough time. Finds themselves double stunned somehow from that Grumpy Bomb. Evulli working his magic already. Sets the trap and is able to capitalize on that little cheeky play coming out from the King of Kings.
Oh my God. This is so hot right now. a triple kill already. It just hits the long air adjustment. Perfect mobility from Evulli. This is a man trained in Bomb King like no other. A master of his craft. Supersully playing like the super turtle we called him yesterday, or the last weekend, and the objective has been captured for Febrii. Really Febrizi.
The big problem right now with the Ruckus against the Bomb King, it is such a slow-moving, easy-to-hit target for Evulli. He is going to be able to stack up 6 bombs on Ruckus and then crush him instantaneously. Maldamba will be able to do absolutely nothing to stop that just barrage of damage coming in from the King there, and I think that is going to be a huge issue for Beacon.
That's the truth, because obviously Maldamba's healing, it's damage, it's over time, right? It's healing over time. Evulli's damage like that would be very burst, so there would be no way to counteract it. Even if you healed for 6,000, you're healing for 6,000 over 6 seconds. He's doing it in 0.1 of a second, so that will not be a sustainable plan there. Don't put that in your retirement plans. It is not going to pay dividends in the future. And so it looks like Madman getting stunned a little bit by the snake from Maldamba, but Revie had a difficult time of playing successfully here. The 2-0 push is strong for Febrii, and all of a sudden, Nick, I'm wondering if Beacon are going to let this go beyond 6 minutes at this point.
They are setting a blazing pace right now. Evulli 14 streak on the Bomb King, Wrecker 1 pick up. I don't think Beacon are going to be able to get their Wreckers online fast enough. Not to mention, the shielding wasn't even necessarily the problem coming out of Febrii. It was the hook from Supersully off the bat. Evulli is the perfect man to take out the Ruckus, instantaneously shutting down everything that Beacon is looking to center their team fight around.
They've got so much sustain and now so much damage, and you say Bomb King, he could be one of the best champions of the game. In Evulli's hands, he absolutely is. This is not something that I think they can leave to chance anymore. You got to take it as a given that Evulli will come to play on this Bomb King, and so now you have to build your strategy about that. The hot ult, he's looking to find one. He's going for the Slither champion, but he gets 2, just runs in to the dream. The winning lottery ticket shows up, and he's got a ticket to the chocolate factory, and boy, does it taste good. And oh God, the rides don't end. Androxus doesn't know where he is, but Evulli, he's got eyes on the King of the Skies, and now look, Cassie rolling into him as well. This is Christmas come early. The Bomb King can't be stopped.
He actually hit Cassie in the head with that Grumpy Bomb there. I would have been surprised if that actually does damage. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a direct impact with the Grumpy Bomb. There's the jolt, though, jumbling things up for Beacon right now, throwing a wrench, even bigger wrench into their plan right now. A couple of sticks coming out from Evulli. One on the SnakeySnake. It's going to take him down. Evulli on a 19 streak right now.
Who needs a wrench when you got a bomb? That'll get the job done. If you're trying to be nice and, I guess, organized about it, maybe not, but they just want to get the damage done on these champions. And wow, PowTecH, Evulli, the entire squad of Febrii showing why they are a champion circuit caliber team here. Evulli, actually really nice plays with the Grumpy Bomb, keeping that on top, just zoning out, maybe not exactly where he wanted to put it, but it doesn't matter because he's done enough for his team.
Exafire comes out, but why? Not really finding any damage there. Getting next to nothing done. Evulli takes out AllMenMustServe after that, short after there. Supersully now pushing forward. So much time left on the clock. They could get the sub 6 minute win here.
They look like they will. If anything is, if the past is any dictation of the future, it seems like Evulli and his team will continue to do it. Supersully, he's been the unsung hero. He's been so clutch in keeping Evulli alive in so many different scenarios, and he's been hitting these clutch hooks to pull out Ruckus, to get that extra bit of damage, and to just support his team. He really has played like the Super Turtle, and Evulli, the first moment, he slips up just at all, and he still gets the kill!
Wow. Well,
are you kidding me? I mean, Christmas come early, couldn't describe it better.
That was a gift, bro. Like,
it was
did he die? I don't think he died.
He must be Jewish and Christian because he's celebrating Hanukkah and Christmas. He's got Kwanzaa.
He's got Ramadan, Passover.
This guy, you don't get gifts for Passover.
I don't know.
You have no idea, do you? I've had a lot of Passovers. There's no gifts.
Are you Jewish?
My girlfriend's Jewish.
Oh, Sarah is.
That's right.
That's right.
Right. So we know a little bit of Evulli, his background. Whatever religion he is getting a lot of gifts today.
The Church of Bomb King.
The Church of Bomb King blessed up. Let's go to the post-game stats. See exactly.
Bible of Blast Shields. Can I introduce you to it, Beacon? Hello. Oh my God! Here, look at that damage. 37,000 from the Bomb King. 26 in a fat goose egg there. 26 streak.
Did not die once.
For the King of Kings.
Did not die once. SnakeySnake, 30K. Not bad. Contributing.
Part of that comes down to Supersully had him covered, Madman had him covered. Evulli always had a shield to get behind. You know, you don't want to take anything away from his teammates performed very well indeed as well. Supersully hitting so many clutch hooks, always putting Febrii in a 4v5 scenario, making it very easy for them.
Yeah, it was, you know, AllMenMustServe had a noble idea, but the ruckus there, although it can work for certain scenarios,
they got outdrafted.
I don't think that they had enough. They didn't have enough to go ahead and finish it off there.
They got outdrafted there a little bit. Prioritizing those damage dealers can put you in that situation here where taking those away doesn't put Febrii in a bad spot there, and they're able to take all the big frontliners and just control the heck out of the team fight there, getting exactly what they want when they want it now. And Ice Mines will be the second map of the series.
Yeah, I think that kind of secondary or third picking phase that they ended up leaving Barrick as their potential 5th pick instead of taking it 3rd or 4th was where they messed up their game plan there. Barrick and Ruckus could have actually done some work in that type of lineup, especially since you'd have to add another squishy on the side of Febrii. But with Evulli playing the way he is, it doesn't look like Ice Mines will go any different, at least if time tells us what will take place today. So Febrii, first pick. I'm sure the Fernando will come out, but you can't guarantee these things.
Yeah.
And there it is. Big tank coming out for Febrii.
Pretty near.
He'll save the Bomb King for later. The question is, Nick, does Beacon now change the strategy and take the Bomb King away from Febrii?
That's the difficult part because it is so difficult to play. It's just an awesome pick to have in your pocket. Beacon are hovering it, and they will take the Barrick, though.
Oh, interesting.
It's taking it away is a big deal, but if you can't play it, then it's not going to be the right move for your team. You're going to just put yourself in a hole because, you know, Evulli can play other things.
Right. Evulli is not locked into playing Bomb King. We saw that even as it was taken, but it did take the wind out of his sails quite a bit. It's definitely not as effective as his Bomb King has been. And now you see Victor selected, so Victor will join the fray of the battle alongside Fernando, and if they grab a blaster here, Bomb King might be a decent choice. Makoa opts them to make the difficult decision. Though Barrick is selected first, Nick, so they don't have to worry about the tank. They do have to be very careful about the damage and flanks they select here.
Drox is going to be snagged. Evie's still on the table here. Beacon picked that up pretty early last time here, taking their time with this one. No healers have yet to be selected, and the case remains as the Drogos is taken up.
So the healers didn't seem to have any impact in that last game for Beacon, so they decided not to prioritize that. They lost that game based on damage. They lost that game based on the ability to output enough to take down some of their clutch targets in those tanks especially. Pip will come in on Ice Mines. That explosive flash slow, really potent down those long and narrow corridors.
Yeah, not going for the Grok though to keep those two tanks up. Pretty interesting choice. And then what's so good about the Bomb King pick is they can take it last, and it's their best pick. It is the most impactful character for Febrii right now, and they can take it last.
It almost reminds me of one of those strategies where you see in sports that's, I don't have a good analogy for it, but it harkens me to some memories where teams, they have this very specific tactic that they use that like works for them, and they rise all the way up to, you know, the finals or the semifinals, but eventually they kind of meet their match with teams that can play all types of champions and counterpick them. But the majority of teams in the field will not have a good enough Bomb King to take it away from Evulli. He's just that hard.
Yep, and so Febrii known for picking up the big boy master ridings here to get to that point. Being that the point is probably the furthest away from spawn and is on any other map, master riding is more worth it here than any other map.
Yeah.
And so Febrii are going to be the first ones here, but they have the Victor as well to be able to shoot down the long hallway through those portcullises to actually dismount some of Beacon if they want to go that route. So the master riding going to have an impact on all aspects.
Wow, already first blood. Madman gets destroyed by, and Madman actually destroys SnakeySnake, excuse me, and Febrii are already off on a tear. Supersully following up with PowTecH. However, Vex extends a little too far. Nice stun will slow Evulli down, and he will take the first blood for Febrii. So a little bit of casualties on both sides. unfortunate there for Supersully not to get the kill. This is an interesting dynamic, Nick. Two teams kind of getting a couple kills on each other. Although Febrii started off strong, they weren't able to capitalize as much as I'm sure they wanted to.
Yeah, and that hook actually not gonna, well, it connects there, but she got caught on the edge there, so unable to get pulled down. Gambit gonna go down, just jumbling things up. Grumpy Bomb gonna clip the wall there a little bit, so not being effective. Couple little miss off the mark skill shots here for Febrii, and as a result, they're gonna give control of the point up to Beacon, but is the joke good from downtown?
Wow.
Evulli sends the dwarf back to the mine.
That is the benefit of running Jolt in your build, especially on this map. The perfection in his location and how he was positioned relative to Barrick was superb by Evulli. And now it looks like Febrii, they have an opportunity to retake this. 96% for them, 99% on their favored map here. We talked a little bit obviously we have some great players coming in from the Challenger circuit, Nick, and we saw that, a lot of the games that Febrii were able to play, they loved Ice Mines, right? They were very, very content to be on Ice Mines. In fact, they favored this map with the Master Riding. It's a strategy they use very effectively. So with Beacon losing the first game, no, this is the second game, so this might have been what they selected to just kind of go in and get the strategy that's guaranteed to win for them.
Yes, Supersully continuing to keep the pressure on Beacon right now with these hooks, but spawn is so far away for Febrii right now. To get back after getting picked is very difficult to do, especially when you're taking those double taps from the Drogos there. PowTecH getting poked very, very low, but Febrii rolling now, have 1 minute and 39 remaining here. They might have the opportunity to lose one team fight, but that's pretty much it on Ice Mine. If you get hard stopped once, that's pretty much all you can afford. Supersully shell spinning directly into that Dragon Punch there. No Immortal on the table to try and save him.
That's true. I think they feel confident enough to be able to snowball these fights with Evulli, with the ability that he's shown on Bomb King, that they can take Ice Mines rather convincingly. Although, like you mentioned, it is very difficult at times to push and continue that push all the way so that it's a 2-0 victory. Yeah. Otherwise, it leaves you at this kind of 3-3 stall at the end there. But Evulli, they feel confident. Supersully, got to give a lot of credits to the tanks, Nick. They've been creating a lot of great space for their flankers.
Yep. Now getting in on things. Here comes the accursed arm. Evulli is very caught out right now, but is able to Poppy Bomb himself to safety. Madman takes out the first pick of this fight. Appoe trying to get it done from up high. Has no fall-off on this Cassie, so very content to shoot down. Gets clipped on the staircase. Her roll in place, and she is punished for it.
Evulli, he's nowhere to be seen at the moment, but expect him soon. Of course, Supersully and Madman doing the job of the super tanks, zoning out 3-4 members of Beacon as this payload continues to push. And Evulli, he shows up, like I mentioned, taking down Gamble, but SnakeySnake follows along on the Dragon and secures the Bomb King. PowTecH will kill one. Supersully will follow up on SnakeySnakes, and now it's Madman and the Turtle turning people into chickens. And all of a sudden, it looks like Febrii, their confidence is showing the dividends here. The payoff is successful. The push goes in 2-0 on Ice Mines.
They only used Ancient Rage and Evil Mojo there as well. Those are big ultimates there, but it's such a good look for them to be able to execute on the Evil Mojo there. Huge closing power potential. Got it onto the healer and the tank, and AllMenMustServe and Revie being taken out almost instantly there. Beautiful job following it up. More Master Ridings are coming through for Febrii, just more movement speed to be able to get here to the point and do what they do, controlling it so nicely.
Vex will not have his ultimate available. That was used to secure the pushing. You gotta say that's super valuable, because even now, at this point, if they lose the capture objective and go down 2-1, they can still defend and be up 3-1. They are the ones who will really benefit from a defense here. Whereas Beacon, they'll benefit a little bit, but definitely not as much as Febrii. The strategy is already put to use, and the Moldamba will go down immediately thanks to Madman. And two there by the Grumpy Bomb. The positioning was perfect. Another perfect hook by Supersully. The plays on this team, Febrii, are showing masterclass performances, mechanical skill, timing, positioning. Everything is going their way in this game on one of their favorite maps here. And Nick, this is just what the doctor ordered for Febrii. They've been eating their apple a day.
Yeah, look at the zone coming out. Very, very aggressive. Could be punished very hard if they're unable to pull it off right now, but Vex30 pulling 2 kills. Supersully gets 1. Here comes the Dragon Punch after the Immortal's down, but it's too little, too late. SnakeySnake, the only one left alive here. Febrii able to capture again, going up 3-0.
30 points left for SnakeySnake in his life, but that goes down very quickly thanks to PowTecH. And Revie's over here, he's getting a kill on Evulli, but that kill will not last long. And unlike what we see in a lot of different instances, however, hold that thought. Androx is coming in with the Accursed Arm, trying to change things up, shake up the scene a bit. He knows he's got to help his team survive, and he does 1 kill. He's looking for another, but Vex suddenly gets taken down, but not after cleaning up the King of the Skies.
Boom, and Evulli coming in big with those bombs. He's able to pull it off there. Narrowly escaping with his life was Supersully on the Makoa there. So big pick to be able to continue to roll this push forward there. Finds 1 bomb onto the Drogo. Scrumpy bomb to zone him off of this high ground. Another punishing bomb as he comes to try and take his positioning back. Madman doing a great job body blocking for Evulli. Wow. Double set across the map. Here comes the Grumpy Bomb from Barrick, onto Barrick as well. Evulli keeping things rolling for his team.
And Cassie, she wants to dodge roll out of there, but she dodge rolls into an ice cube, a big ice cube, albeit. A nice Poppy Bomb there by Evulli. He's going in on the Androxus, and the reversal will do a ton of damage, heal him up a little bit in the process, but midair, the Bomb King is the king. No matter how you slice it. The hot ult coming in. He's looking for more than 1. He's going to get 3. 1, 2. Looking for the 3rd, and he's trying to go for the Moldova. He's going to get himself in the air for it. You can't stop this man, but his job has already been completed. They get the push, and man, that was hot. As always, Evulli does not disappoint with his plays. Man. Hot Bomb King ult, hot Bomb King stickies.
Last pick, dude.
Last pick.
Last pick.
First pick. Value.
He could have got to get a Bomb King player or figure something, a way out to counter Evulli right now. It's just
everyone
having
get a Bomb King player.
Yeah.
Everyone needs one now.
This is how punishing it is for you to not have somebody to play, somebody to take it away. You cannot give up the most impactful pick for a team as the last pick. That gives them so much room to draft.
Yeah, that's so true. Heading to the post-game stats too, we'll kind of be able to see how it all lined up and see what the stats were. Shielding, relatively consistent there, a little higher than anyone on the side that wasn't Febrii. In fact, it's kind of like it doesn't matter who Febrii is playing. You might as well call them not Febrii, because right now, Febrii feels like their identity is so strong, with Supersully and Madman as the front line. Evulli following in with that classic Bomb King play. PowTecH and Vex supporting and just being those strong kind of those kind of like supporting roles that really help everyone to do their job that much better. There has been no story against anyone else that they've played.
There's so much going right for Febrii right now. Supersully and Madman are playing these frontliners hyper aggressively, getting in immediately onto the backlines, into the supports here, commanding so much attention that we almost forgot about PowTecH here, sitting highest credit score, highest damage in the game. He is not even close to being under pressure at any point here, sitting at 2 deaths. Only second to Supersully, who had 1 there. Evulli putting himself out, 5 deaths on bomb. It's not that bad, but he put himself in. He was getting super aggressive. All things told there, not a bad situation for him to be in.
No, not at all. So let's head to the map screen and see the potentially last map of this game. Frog Isle will be the one selected. It is loser's choice at this point. I had misspoke a little bit earlier. The first 2 maps are selected prior, and then loser's choice after that second map. So Febrii capitalize on that Ice Mines they love so much. Also sweeping a game at Jaguar Falls, and now look to finish things off in Frog Isle. But Beacon, they're going to do their best to stick up a fight and get themselves back in this series.
Heading into the champion draft, it'll be interesting to see if Febrii get first pick again, and they will. Fernando, obviously been the strong staple pick for them thus far here.
Why not?
Be surprised if they didn't go for it again, and it will be the self-appointed night.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
That's how they feel about Fernando. He's been a staple pick for a lot of teams.
So now Beacon, don't let Febrii get the Makoa again. Or don't they have to take it now. They've given it up every single game here, and it hasn't worked for it. The Barrack is good. Can they follow it up with the Koa? And they will follow it up with the Makoa there.
That's a really good call.
A lot of control with these frontliners here. Beacon have recognized this, and they are looking to make the adjustment. I like the picks.
It's a really good call by you as well as Beacon that they've targeted the issues. And maybe it's not Evulli, but hey, most people can play a Makoa. Most people can play a Barrack and do their roles successfully. And so they decide to go for kind of the most counter that they can do. And that seems to be, hopefully, going to work in their favor in the future. But we'll have to wait and see. Cassie and Victor, meanwhile, selected on the side of Febrii.
Yep. Evie's still on the table. A good answer, potentially, to the Victor. Ying's still on the table as well. Always pairs well with Barrack, as well as just taking a healer isn't a bad idea to these team fights here. And every option still on the table for Beacon here. Taking their time with this one. Obviously, the Bomb King's still on the table, but that hasn't seemed to be what they want to go after. It will be the Evie, however, looking to sit on this Victor and shut him down.
Well, with Evie, there's the potential to dive backline. There's a potential to also immune some of these clutch moments. The King Bomb, she can immune that with Ice Block. Indeed. She can also blink away, right? Because King Bomb, it's not going to be able to track an Evie. Maybe if she's soaring near that objective, he catches her in the air radius. But if she just blinks out of the range, there's no way Bomb King will catch up to that. So Shaolin is selected as well as the Bomb King. I'm actually not surprised at this, Nick, because I think the Impaler arrows, this set Bomb King and Evulli up that much more to be able to finish off targets.
Yep, gonna be going. Coming out swinging, though. 4 DPS and 1 front line for Febrii. No heals needed right now. It's a good idea to bring a healer, but Febrii are feeling that confident in their lineup here. Let's see if Beacon can abuse this as we head into game number 3.
It's worked well enough for them thus far, and let's see if things can continue to roll their way. Febrii looking to finish things off here. It's 2-0 for them, and Evulli will be on Bomb King. Vex, he's going to jump off the pip and head into the Desert Wind himself. Shaolin. Supersully will be on the Spaniard, and he's going to say, not yet, amigo. One more game till we close this out. Madman, he'll be on Cassie this time, so Supersully taking the tank roll away from Madman, switching off the Makoa that was selected on the other team, and PowTecH will be on Victor.
And for Beacon, for their final attempt at taking the game off Febrii here, will be Appoe on Makoa, Revie on Maldamba. All men must serve, holding it down as Barrack. Gamble on Androxus, and SnakeySnake as Evie.
It's going to be really interesting to see Shaolin in this game. He's got a lot to do, but not too much to do when everyone gets stunned by a Grumpy Bomb. He's got 1 shot to hit. He could probably secure a kill here. Nobody wants to peek at this point. Evie's going to blink in and blink out, give her some health, but all of a sudden, Evulli, the man, he's got a triple kill. And what's new, Nick? What is new?
Nothing. No answers for this Bomb King as of late right now. Super aggressive. This is where the 5 deaths came from in the previous game. For 1 shot, 2 shot, they all fall down. All men must serve. Lived his short, low dwarf life, and is sent back to base with post-haste.
My gird. Evulli, 5 streak. There's just no answer for this, you know, and this is what's so impressive. He's going to get 1 there, Revie. See you later. He's going to throw the Bomb King, put a lot of pressure on him. There's no, I was going to say, this is starting to be magic.
My friend.
I'm starting to think this is just not real. All of a sudden, the Imperial Arrow looks good here. Nice reversal by Androx. He's going to catch it, but he's not going to catch anything else but these hands from Vex, and he's actually going to go down. In response, SnakeySnake following up and finishing off the Desert Wind. So the Winter Witch gets her day, but will it continue to be so now that Evulli is back and at the party? AllMenMustServe takes down the king of bombs, and no more flanking for you, good sir. All of a sudden, there is a bit of a hold.
I feel like I've never seen as many Grumpy Bombs landed as Evulli has right now. Just so consistent. It's strange to see here. Maybe it's just mistakes coming out from the opponents today. SnakeySnake trying to get into the back line, but is met with a Fernando, and a Cassie shot will put her in the grave.
I like Revie's use of board there. He's going to heal up his teammates. He's going to focus down the shield. Morale boost being used. I love this card being picked up. He's holding for the stun. Almost gets it. A nice disengage by Madman. It's going to tilt the battle and change the tide of things. Kind of throwing Revie off and his ability to land that snake, but it was almost there. I love the attempt by him. Here's Shaolin. Planted is available. He's got the Makoa there. He could finish it off, and he's going there. Vex 30 with the kill onto Barrack and helping out onto Makoa. So Evulli continues to jump into the back line. Fernando, actually, excuse me, Androxus will take down Shaolin, though. And so the hold continues. 50 seconds left on the clock, Nick, but it's like pieces of a castle beginning to crumble.
Yeah, Madman trying to stay alive. One more shot from Evie will do it. The hook is not on him. It's on PowTecH. Trying to find him. Appoe will get the clutch pickup here. Every pick counts for Beacon right now. 30 seconds remaining here. The more time they're able to stall out from Febrii, the less teamfights are able to happen. He gets the Poppy Bomb in there just to shake things up, separating the front lines. They will have the chance to get regrouped here. King Bomb still available, and it looks like he's going for it. He turns his back and launches forward here. Two immediately finds the kill onto Barrick, stunning out the healer. Revie's taken down, sent back to base. Another one for good measure, going full DJ Khaled right now.
Oh my God, he wants it. He knows he's coming back.
Good God!
We knew it was coming. Oh God, it's turning in to the Evulli show. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I love it so much.
It's too good.
I gotta watch Twitch chat. I gotta see the PogChamps come out.
Oh,
it's yes.
It's too good.
Full PogChamp right now for Evulli in the chat right now. Covers the option of the wormhole, putting on the clinic. Evulli right now.
God.
Showing why he is the king of kings in this series here. Life Rip gonna be coming online for him. Vex 30 picking up Nimble here. More popular choice for Shaolin right now. He has a card to supplement his own movement speed by 20% here. So Nimble is very good just for keeping that going here. Can be extremely mobile and hard to track down, especially when he pops that ultimate.
Yeah, it's a really good card. It doesn't completely offset his movement speed. There's certain factors that go on with how the system works, and of course that will not completely negate it. But hey, Evulli already not starting off too strong. He's gonna be in a bad spot, but hold that thought. Somehow he seems to find his way out. He's like a magician here. Sunday is gonna help secure a few kills. SnakeySnake and AllMenMustServe on the better end of those trades, and so now although Vex 30 is alive and Febrii 30% on the point, they have lost a few key members of their battle, and down goes the Desert Wind, and Immortal is pretty clutch. Not gonna save his life, but it did stall a little bit of time.
30%. Oh, Evulli shuts down Gamble immediately. Double kill now onto Appoe. Triple kill for Evulli. I was just about to say Beacon are looking to get things going here, but Evulli stops me before he has the chance. The snake from downtown is going to be good onto the king, but the king answers back in a much bigger way.
You dare challenge me?
You can be my jester.
The Bomb King. Ha! Never. I shall rule this with an iron bomb. Oh, here it is. He's got another one. Supersully going down. And all of a sudden, the Bomb King, look for the hot plays, the backwards mobility coming out. Jolt, he's going to knock him away. I love the Bomb King setups Evulli is showcasing. Just throwing him into the areas he anticipates attacking. That way, there's this kind of pressure that comes onto the opponents who want to face him. They know they've got to get away or fight him. And if they fight him, they're going to get stunned. This is where, honestly, Nick, you might want to grab Resilience. I hate to say it, but Evulli's too dang good.
Moving along here, 99% for Febrii here. Have the potential to close out the game and the series here, but it will be Beacon able to answer back, finally getting themselves on the board with an offensive point capture right now. AllMenMustServe falling very low right now. Has the Dome Shield available to him. Starting to get those ultimates back online is Beacon here. Have potential closing power for Febrii. They're feeling themselves a little bit right now. They're getting a little out of position here, and they're getting caught out. See, Evulli's off by himself, just trying to make the hot plates. These are the kinds of things, though, that it's going to allow Beacon back into the game.
That's true. So Nick, humor me. For the sake of discussion, we've had a podcast about this.
Okay.
Maybe we check that out on SoundCloud. We've got that on iTunes as well. It's called Let's Make Things Interesting. We talk about resilience. You know, resilience is not a card you see picked up. Haven, Blast Shield's obviously the competitive choice. People love that damage. It's safe. It's guaranteed. It happens all the time you're fighting. But humor me. Could you make a case for resilience in this type of game where Evulli is just absolutely dominating you, landing so many Grumpy Bombs, so many King Bombs, and when he does that, he's just guaranteeing your death?
Absolutely. I mean, that was the situation that we were in when we were testing resilience, trying to figure it out, feel it out. I was playing the Bomb King against you, and all of my stuns, my Grumpy Bomb, my King Bombs, my Poppy Bombs, none of those were having the effect there. This is the player that's making the plays against you, and that is the card that would take away his ability to do so. King Bomb stun is going to be extremely short, even barely the time to get a single guaranteed auto off, and it's very effective against these high crowd control teams. He's not the only one, though. The knockback from Shaolin, the disengage from Cassie as well would all be negated by Resilience.
I mean, if you just watch there, Gamble just died thanks to a Grumpy Bomb stun, and no amount of damage mitigation is going to save you for, you know, a 3-second stun where you're just sitting there and the entire team is shooting at you. However, if that turns into a, you know, a 0.3, a 0.1 second stun, you have a chance to actually fight back or at least use your movement skill. And so there is a potential, not only mentioning that, but the Jolt losing its effectiveness, no longer being knocked off the point or off the map. It's been a big strategy for Evulli thus far. He's going to look. There it is. A nice blink, though. Will save Evie. Very interested. And see, it looked like she got out of that early, Nick. The double kill by Evulli. There is nothing new here, nothing new to report. But I'd be interested to take a look at Evie. It looked like she got out of that a little early.
She did. She's learned her lesson. She didn't let Evulli set up the trap under her ice block, so she just popped it early to be able to blink away from that one.
Right.
Timer's going to tick out. No one is anywhere close to the payload to be able to push that into overtime. Febrii will get that defense point, going up 3-1 here. Potential to close out the entire series, move into the finals with this point.
They want. That's what they need. I don't even understand why anyone would take Haven at this point when it is obviously Evulli the one who is doing the work here. But that's what's so good right now about Febrii, Nick. They've got Madman, they've got PowTecH, they've got Vex, and Beacon feels they cannot ignore the pressure coming from them. Even though Evulli's the star of the show, he's the one we're talking about, he's got the most kills.
Yeah, it makes it tough.
They feel that Vex and Madman and PowTecH are doing enough damage that they've got to build completely to counter them. No one has blast shield.
Evulli's playing well, but he is just one man. There is 3 people that are mitigated by Haven on Febrii right now. Shaolin, Cassie, and Victor all going to feel the effects of that. The Poppy Bomb is going to be good to get himself away. AllMenMustServe eats the Grumpy Bomb again.
It's, you know, I mean, I don't know.
It's not even like a great place Grumpy Bomb either.
Right. And it's so
he's running into it.
It's almost that it's not great placement, but it is great pressure that's forcing them into bad decisions. You know, it's just they're having to focus on too many elements of the game, and they're not able to concentrate on what matters most, which is not getting stunned by that ability. That ability is one of the single greatest normal standard skills that can change a game in Paladins. That stun, it is...
Did he just Poppy Bomb 2 people off the map?
He might have.
I think he did. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Evulli just Poppy Bomb 2 people off the map. King Bomb is the icing on the cake there. 96%, 99 for Febrii right now in overtime. Evie's coming and trying to stall this one out. Shaolin is back, though. Vex trying to make the play there. Takes out SnakeySnake, goes into play, and it gets more damage into the backline. PowTecH takes out Revie.
Nice.
Or withdrawal, but it's not enough to save Gamble. Gamble coming in, making the hot plays right now. Finds 2 kills, but is shut down by Madman.
Now it's 46%, Nick, and though 99% on the clock for Febrii, Beacon have a chance at getting out of here. This is the power of using Jolt. And that crucial time allows them to make a move. But Evulli, if he goes down here, they're going to lose a lot of what they want. The stun does come through. And Immortal from Fernando's going to keep him alive. But there's so much damage. Evulli, he moves on after knowing that he's going to take down SnakeySnake. He's still alive, but not after Gamble seeks him down. It's a one-man fight here. And it looks like Gamble is going to get the better of Vex despite the huge healthful advantage. Beacon will go 2-3 and bring themselves back in this game.
Yeah, that came all down to that Dread Serpent from Maldamba there. That was so huge for swinging that team fight back in their favor there. They were all clumped up on the point. I think he hit 3, maybe, if not 4 targets with that fear, with that damage, and Febrii just scattered to the 4, wins their Beacon, able to capitalize off that, but Febrii are not out of this yet here. Madman goes with the double kill in that fight. Vex picks up 2 for himself as well here, showing that they are still the better team.
I like Vex's use of, I think, awareness in that fight. He was able to turn around, see exactly where SnakeySnake is. Very quick reactions by Vex. He's playing Shaolin. It's a new champion. He can't have that much. There's only so much practice that he could have had. I think it's a maximum of like 72 hours that he could have actually played this champion. So he's seeming very confident on him despite a lot of things happening. He drops us in the air. I am surprised he's not getting focused right now. A reversal. Oh, a save his life in the... That was impressive by Gamble, Nick. He shoots him in mid-air, being pressured by Victor, still secures the reversal kill, takes one down with him to the grave, and allows this push to continue slightly without fully wiping his team.
Poppy Bomb is here to zone, though, from Evulli. Gets hooked into a dangerous place, but Poppy Bomb, we've seen this drill before. Taken out, clipped slightly onto the wall and punished for it. Taken out mid-air by Gamble. Ancient Rage is available here. Vex doing what he can while planted to try and stave off the aggression. This Makoa is all alone. He might have 10,000 HP, but it is dropping quickly. He will be shredded through. Madman, Vex, and PowTecH all combining to consume that Ancient Rage.
Gamble is going off here. Evulli and him, Evulli says, you know, you're gonna make me have to focus you down, buddy. And Evulli and Madman go ahead and clean things up. But Gamble having a very strong performance off of playing a little quieter early on in this set, and now he's starting to show up. The shield is not going to save Makoa for long. He throws the Grumpy Bomb down because he knows that's where he wants to fight. Anyone who's around there is going to potentially get stunned, but Barrick, really nice path to avoid that. And already the Grumpy Bomb, the Jolt, excuse me, the Poppy Bomb allows him to get to safety. He's being pursued, but SnakeySnake, do you really want to go there, buddy?
Tunnel vision right now on Evulli is buying a lot of space for his team to just clean up right now. Everyone has eyes for Evulli right now, but he's just barely escaping all of these fights. Very low health as he goes in. Defense will hold for Febrii here. It all could potentially come down to this. Beacon looking to claw their way back into this one.
Those claws
Holy Life Rip
will be scratching. Holy Life Rip indeed. PowTecH looking to invest into that heavily, and a lot of the members of Febrii going the Life route. Nick, what's this kind of say to you? We don't see this card picked up as, I don't know,
it's kind of a luxury. I mean, especially given the fact that Febrii don't have a healer, which we've kind of forgotten about. They've just been sticking to their guns right now. PowTecH, with the Life Rip too, what this will allow him to do is kind of just box out with people, just commit to staying aim down sights and trying to just fight his way through the pain and stay alive with the lifesteal based auto attacks. They're trying to shred out through SnakeySnake and all of his other aggressors.
And he will just, you know, if he's out of fight, if he wants to stay in combat but at a safe distance, he's going to be able to do quite a bit. Evulli gets two there off of the hot cane bomb. Vex follows up and gets the third. Still one more running around, and Gamble's going to lose this bet. He goes down, and back to base is almost the entire team of Beacon. So they're going to have to ask the judge for a retrial there because that one did not go the way they wanted. Of course, this is their last opportunity, so they've got to make it count. But with the zone coming out from Supersully, will they be able to get there in time? Gamble, he's been the man so far. Can he finish it off? Evulli says no. I get the headlines today, buddy, and he's going to go and secure potentially a victory, at least a slow and small fight here. And the icing on the cake, the cuddly Makoa not looking too cuddly. They decide to give it up. There is no chance for them to get on here, and no chance for them to outdo what Evulli has been able to do consistently again, and that's why his team are in the finals today.
Yeah, and he's been such a big threat too. Like we mentioned, Vex got 2 kills in that fight. Madman has also been huge. And because everyone is so focused on taking out Evulli, they're just forgetting about Madman and Vex, who are 2 just as scary carries on the side of Febrii there. They were able to do so much work there. As everyone's trying to tunnel vision on Evulli, they're just content to just sit here and just take him out. Full HP, no pressure, no worries.
Yeah, forget about PowTecH, forget about Supersully. I mean, they're all playing phenomenally. And you can't just focus on one champion, but you've got to. You've got to have an answer. A lot of that answer may come in the draft, but that's work that's got to be done before you get into the game, buddy. You got to be able to play these different types of champions and feel confident taking away a Bomb King from somebody who can go 52 and 13 and hit over 100,000 damage when his opponents barely scratched over 65. Evulli, the man with the plan here. That's what I usually call Stolzy, but Evulli is earning the title quite a bit. 3K credits. No one can touch him in this game.
With 13 deaths, no less. That's a lot of deaths for Febrii right there, tied with Vex for the most. Still able to get that much damage done. But SnakeySnake and Gamble also played very well in this game. I gotta give them some credit as well. Gamble, despite being down, never looked like he was out. He was always there trying his best, making big plays when it counted to help give Beacon a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here. Almost able to claw their way back into that one.
That's right. So it's time to go to brackets and see who will be facing off in the finals. You saw the games earlier, and if you didn't, it will be Virtu, who swept Low-Res Studios 3-0, and Febrii, who swept Beacon, facing off in the finals of North America. The winner receives 100 points going into this and 60 for the second place team. So a lot to talk about here, a lot to be played for, but that's not it. We got some other big things coming up in our near future.
That's right. No No teams will be elected for the Invitational 150K at Hi-Rez Studios. Those have already been locked in. You'll get to see them play in a couple of weeks. If you haven't gotten your tickets already to see the best of the best play, you can head on over to hirezexpo.com. Still a couple of coupon codes floating around. Go ahead and get yourself hooked up and get yourself to Atlanta in January.
You can hug Nick. That's what I always plug. It's like the best thing you might be able to do there. You'll see me there as well. I'll be doing some stuff, but
what are you going to give him?
Nothing. 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 We'll see you guys in a sec. We got the finals coming up. Don't go anywhere.